Welcome back to Low Buck Builds. In today's video, we're going to start troubleshooting the fuel system on this 85 Trans Am, so stay tuned. I should have been a fishing YouTuber. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I posted. I had my transmission go out in my Suburban, so I had to pick up a car. You guys will see later on in another video, and so I had something to drive until I can afford to get the transmission switched out. And then on top of that, my regular phone died, so hopefully this cheap phone I got while I'm waiting for the replacement to come in will work okay. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot this video with this one, and hopefully it turns out pretty good. So the first thing I'm going to do today is we're going to get the heat on because it's 40 degrees in here. And then once that happens, we'll start troubleshooting this car. So be right back. So while the heater was running, I went ahead and grabbed the battery off the charger and started putting it in the car so we could check the fuel pressure. So if you watched the last video on this car, you know that whenever I'd start it up, it wouldn't idle. I'd have to hold the pedal about halfway down to keep it running. And as soon as I let off the gas, it would just die. If I put the pedal to the floor, it had no power. So everything's pointing towards a fuel pump. So we're going to confirm that in this video. So if this fuel pump's good, it should be running between 40 and 50 psi. So we're going to go ahead and test it and see where it's at. So here I'm hooking up the fuel pressure gauge to the Schrader valve, which is kind of like what's on a tire. So yeah, you have to move one vacuum line out of the way, and then you can screw the fuel pressure gauge down on the Schrader valve. So once we get this installed, we'll hop in, turn the key on, but not start it, and fuel pressure will build up and we'll see where we're at. One thing I noticed whenever I was testing it in the last video is that the fuel pump wasn't kicking off, which it should build up to 40 psi or maybe 50 for the initial start, that it should shut off. So that's telling me that we're not reaching the proper pressure to shut the pump off. So we'll see if it confirms the theory whenever I flip the switch here in a minute. But first, I'd like to take 30 seconds and thank the sponsor of this video, Windscreen. I want to take a quick second and talk to you about Windscreen. Windscreen's sponsor of this video. They are a new automotive marketplace. They focus on getting rid of the stupid spam ads like this and this that you get off of Marketplace and Craigslist. They also are working to eliminate that. Is this still available? They get 30 messages from Marketplace. So if you're into flipping cars like I do, it's worth checking out just for those reasons. So please check them out and thank them for sponsoring this video. So now I'm gonna hop in and we're gonna turn the key on and see what the fuel pressure is. And we officially have 12 pounds of pressure, which is not even close to enough. I'm surprised this ain't even fired. We should be at 40 plus. I have to look for the exact amount, but I know it's between 40 and 50, maybe even a tiny bit over 50 for the first startup. Alright, so we got the trunk up. Amazingly, the struts actually work. So I'm going to look and see if anybody's cut an access in this. Maybe we'll get lucky it's already been done. So let's check. So we do have a fan switch and a thermostat back here, so that's always a great sign. Alright, we got Phillips screws. So long story short, it hasn't been cut out yet, so I'm going to have to pick up a fuel pump. I'm going to order one tonight. It'll be in a couple days. And in the next video, we'll go ahead and get all this carpet and stuff out, and we'll start getting an access made so we can get the fuel pump put in. I'm not going to drop the axle and everything. I just don't have time. I'm just going to cut a little access door, go ahead and change out this fuel pump, and then we'll see if we can get it running. So like I said, I'm going to call it a video here, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see the next video in the series, go ahead and subscribe. Here's a link to the first video if you want to check it out. Also, at the time of editing, I did get my new phone in. I got my new S23 Ultra replacement in. So the next video we'll be back to a lot better sound and video quality. All right, thanks for watching, guys.